Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your skin suddenly looked tired? Not older because of time, but older in a way you can't quite explain. What if I told you that this has less to do with aging, and more to do with what your body is missing every single day? Because here's the truth, most people never hear. Your skin doesn't age first on the outside. It weakens from within. And one of the biggest reasons behind that is something called collagen. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most people think collagen loss is inevitable, something you just have to accept after a certain age. But that's not entirely true, because there are specific foods, simple, everyday foods that can actually help your body rebuild, protect, and even boost collagen naturally. And one of them can start changing how your skin looks in just a few weeks. Almost no one talks about it. Once you understand what it really does inside your body, you'll never look at your diet the same way again. But before we get there, you need to understand something important. After the age of 25, your body starts producing less collagen every single year, slowly, quietly, and you don't notice it at first. Until one day, your skin loses that natural firmness, that glow, that elasticity that used to feel effortless. And this isn't just about appearance. Collagen affects your joints, your hair, your energy, even how your body recovers. Which means this isn't just a beauty topic. This is about how your body holds itself together. Now here's the part most people completely overlook. You don't rebuild collagen in the mirror, you rebuild it in the kitchen. What you eat sends signals to your body. Signals that either support your skin or slowly break it down. And the difference between those two paths is often much simpler than people think. So in this video, I'm going to show you 10 powerful collagen-boosting foods that can help your skin look younger, firmer, and more alive naturally. Some of these are ancient, some are surprisingly common, and one of them might completely change how you think about aging. And before we dive in, here's something important. By the end of this video, you'll not only discover these 10 powerful collagen-boosting foods, but you'll also learn how to easily include them in your daily routine in a simple, balanced way without overwhelm or drastic changes. So if you're ready to take care of your body from the inside out, make sure to subscribe and follow the channel, because this is where real, lasting transformation begins. If this kind of deeper, real understanding of health is something you've been looking for, you're in the right place. Now let's start with something your body instantly recognizes. 1. Dark chocolate, the pleasure that protects your skin. Most people think chocolate is something they should avoid if they want better skin. But what if that belief is actually working against you? Because real dark chocolate, high in cocoa, not sugar, is one of the most overlooked allies when it comes to protecting collagen, and the reason is surprisingly simple. It's rich in flavonoids, powerful compounds that improve blood circulation, especially to the skin. And when your skin receives better blood flow, something important happens. More oxygen, more nutrients, more support where collagen is being built and maintained, which means your skin isn't just surviving, it's being actively nourished. Some studies have even shown that consistent intake of high-quality dark chocolate can improve skin hydration, thickness, and resilience against environmental damage. But here's the part most people miss. This only works when the chocolate is actually dark, above 70% cocoa, low sugar, minimal processing. Otherwise you're not feeding your skin, you're feeding inflammation. A small piece per day is enough, not excess, not restriction, just consistency. Because sometimes, what feels like a guilty pleasure is actually quiet protection happening from within. 2. Tomatoes, the sun protection from within. Most people rely entirely on what they put on their skin. Sunscreens, creams, serums. But what if your skin had its own built-in protection system, and you just weren't activating it? Tomatoes are one of the most powerful examples of this. They're rich in lycopene, an antioxidant that doesn't just sit on the surface, it works from within. Lycopene helps reduce the damage caused by UV exposure, which is one of the main reasons collagen breaks down over time. So this isn't just about preventing wrinkles. It's about slowing down the process that creates them in the first place. But here's something most people have never heard. In some Mediterranean regions, where tomatoes are consumed daily, often cooked with olive oil, people tend to show noticeably slower signs of skin aging. Not because of one miracle food, but because of a pattern that continuously protects collagen from silent damage. And there's a fascinating detail behind this. Lycopene becomes significantly more bioavailable when tomatoes are cooked, and even more when combined with healthy fats like olive oil, which means something as simple as tomato sauce can be more powerful than raw tomatoes alone. This is not about complexity, it's about understanding how your body actually absorbs nutrients. Because real protection isn't just about what you apply, it's about what your body can use. So adding tomatoes regularly, especially cooked, isn't just a dietary choice. It's a strategy, a quiet, daily way of protecting your skin before damage even becomes visible. Because the strongest defense is the one working silently from within. 3. Fatty fish, the elasticity restorer. If your skin feels like it's losing firmness, this might be the missing piece. Because collagen doesn't just depend on what you build, it depends on what you protect. And that's exactly where fatty fish comes in. Salmon, sardines, mackerel. These are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, a type of fat your body doesn't produce on its own, and without it, something subtle begins to happen. Inflammation increases. And when inflammation rises, collagen starts breaking down faster than your body can replace it, which means your skin slowly loses its ability to stay firm and elastic. But when omega-3 is present, the opposite happens. It helps stabilize the structure of your skin, protect the collagen you already have, and reduce the internal stress that accelerates aging. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about creating an internal environment where your skin can actually maintain itself. Try adding fatty fish 2 to 3 times a week. Simple habit, deep impact. Because elasticity isn't something you apply. It's something your body sustains when you give it what it needs. For garlic, the hidden collagen guardian, this is one of those foods people rarely associate with skin health. And that's exactly why it's so powerful. Garlic contains sulfur, a mineral your body absolutely needs to produce collagen. Without it, the process simply doesn't function properly. But that's only part of the story. Garlic also helps prevent collagen breakdown, which means it doesn't just support creation, it protects what already exists. And there's more. It improves circulation, supports detoxification, and helps reduce inflammation. All of these are deeply connected to how your skin ages. Because your skin is not isolated, it reflects everything happening inside your body. Now here's where most people get it wrong. They overcook garlic, and when you do that, you lose a significant part of its active compounds. The ideal way, lightly crushed, gently sautéed, or even slightly raw when possible. Small adjustments, big difference. Because sometimes the most powerful protectors don't look impressive at all, but they work quietly, where it matters most. 5 berries, the anti-aging defense system. They're small, light, easy to overlook. But what if some of the most powerful protection your body needs comes in the smallest forms? Because the real threat to your skin isn't just time, it's oxidation. Every single day, your body is exposed to free radicals, unstable molecules created by stress, pollution, poor diet, and even sunlight. And their effect is subtle. You don't feel it happening. But over time, they begin to break down collagen, silently weakening the structure that keeps your skin firm and alive. This is where berries come in. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They're loaded with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, compounds that actively neutralize these free radicals before they cause damage. Think of them as a defense system, not something that repairs after the damage is done, but something that prevents the damage from happening in the first place. And here's something fascinating. In regions known for longevity, like parts of Europe and Asia, berries are often consumed daily, not as a supplement, but as a habit. A natural, consistent layer of protection built into everyday life. And consistency is what makes the difference. Because your body doesn't need extremes. It needs repetition. A handful of berries each day can help reduce oxidative stress, support skin repair, and maintain collagen integrity over time. Simple, accessible, powerful. Because sometimes the most effective protection isn't loud or dramatic. It's quiet, and it works in the background. Preserving what you don't want to lose. 6 leafy greens, the invisible skin shield. This is the point where most people lose interest, and ironically, it's where real transformation begins. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula don't look exciting. They don't promise instant results. They don't feel like a beauty food, but what they do inside your body is deeply powerful. They're rich in chlorophyll, a compound that helps increase collagen production in the skin, but more importantly, they help protect collagen from being destroyed because one of the biggest threats to your skin is not just lack of nutrients. It's constant exposure to toxins, pollution, and internal stress, and this is where leafy greens act as a shield. They support detoxification, reduce oxidative stress, and create an internal environment where collagen can survive longer. Raw or lightly cooked works best. Not complicated, just consistent. Because what most people overlook is that lasting change rarely comes from intensity. It comes from what you sustain daily. And this is where things start to shift. Because the next food is something almost everyone already eats, but almost no one understands. 7. Avocado, the youth code hidden in fat. Now this is where everything starts to shift. Because almost everyone eats avocado, but almost no one understands what it's really doing. Most people see it as just another healthy fat. Something good but not essential. And that's exactly where they underestimate it. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats and vitamin E, a combination that does something deeper than most foods. It changes the environment your skin lives in. These fats help strengthen the skin barrier, locking in moisture and protecting against external stress. Vitamin E acts as a powerful antioxidant, defending collagen from oxidative damage. But here's the real difference. Avocado doesn't just help your body produce collagen, it helps preserve it. And that distinction changes everything. Because aging isn't only about losing collagen, it's about how fast your body allows it to break down. And when your skin is properly nourished with these fats, it becomes more resilient, more stable, more capable of maintaining its structure over time. Now here's something most people never consider. In cultures where avocado is consumed regularly, it's rarely eaten alone. It's paired with citrus, with tomatoes, with herbs. And this creates a powerful synergy. Vitamin C helps build collagen. Healthy fats help protect it. Together they amplify each other, which means the effect isn't just additive, it's exponential. And this is why number 7 stands apart. Because this isn't just nutrition, it's communication. A signal your body recognizes, telling it to slow down the breakdown and support what's already there. And once you understand that, you stop eating for calories and start eating for preservation. 8 eggs, the silent skin rebuilder. After understanding how collagen can be preserved, the next step is just as important, giving your body the raw materials to rebuild it. And this is where eggs quietly stand out, because most people see eggs as just protein. But there's something deeper happening here. Eggs contain key amino acids like proline, one of the essential building blocks your body uses to create collagen. Without these building blocks, your body simply cannot produce it efficiently. There's also a lesser-known element, the egg membrane. The thin layer just beneath the shell contains compounds that support joint and skin health, both directly connected to collagen integrity. And here's where many people limit their results. They remove the yolk, trying to make the food cleaner, but actually making it less complete, because the yolk carries many of the nutrients your skin needs. Whole food, whole benefit. Simple, because rebuilding your skin is not about complexity. It's about giving your body what it already knows how to use. 9 citrus fruits, the collagen activator. Now here's something simple, but absolutely essential. You can eat all the right foods, you can have all the building blocks, but without this, collagen doesn't form properly at all. Vitamin C is what activates collagen production inside your body. It's not optional, it's required. Think of it like a switch. Without vitamin C, the process stays off. With it, everything starts working. And this is where citrus fruits quietly become powerful. Oranges, lemons, grapefruits, they don't just add flavor, they unlock function. Because vitamin C helps your body convert amino acids like proline and glycine into actual collagen fibers. Without it, those building blocks remain unused. And here's something most people never realize. Your body doesn't store vitamin C, which means you need to replenish it daily, not occasionally. Not when you remember, daily. And this is why small habits matter so much. A glass of warm water with lemon in the morning, an orange during the day, a squeeze of citrus over your meals, simple actions that activate an entire biological process. And there's a fascinating detail behind this. In many traditional diets, citrus is naturally paired with other foods, not just for taste, but for absorption. It enhances how your body uses nutrients. It completes the process. Because real transformation doesn't come from isolated actions, it comes from connection, from how things work together. And citrus fruits are exactly that, the missing link, the quiet activator that turns everything else you're doing into results you can actually see. 10 bone broth, the liquid gold your body recognizes. And now, we come to something different, not just powerful, but deeply familiar to your body. Bone broth isn't a modern discovery, it's ancient. For centuries, across cultures, it was used not as a trend, but as a foundation for strength, recovery, and longevity. And there's a reason for that. When bones are slowly simmered for hours, they release collagen, gelatin, and essential amino acids in a form your body doesn't have to struggle to understand. It recognizes it instantly, and that changes the way your body responds. Because instead of just stimulating collagen production, you're directly supplying the raw material. And when that happens consistently, something begins to shift. Your skin starts to feel different. More supported, more stable, not tighter in a superficial way, but stronger from within. And this is where the real transformation lies. Because bone broth doesn't work like a quick fix, it works like reconstruction. It supports your gut where nutrient absorption begins. It strengthens your joints where structural integrity matters. It nourishes your entire system so your skin is no longer trying to compensate for internal deficiencies. And here's something most people don't expect. When your gut improves, your skin often follows. Because what you absorb determines what your body can rebuild. A cup a day or a few times per week is enough to start. Not extreme, not complicated, just consistent. Because sometimes the most powerful transformation doesn't come from something new. It comes from returning to what your body has always known how to use. And once that connection is restored, your body doesn't just improve. It begins to remember how to heal. Now take a moment and look at what you've just seen. This isn't about one single food. It's a system. Some foods build collagen, others protect it, others activate the process. And when they come together, something shifts. Your body stops passively aging and starts actively responding. Because maybe the issue was never time. Maybe it was absence of nutrients, absence of support, absence of signals your body needs to function properly. And once those signals return, your body doesn't hesitate. It adapts. It rebuilds. It remembers what it's supposed to do. And this is where everything changes. Because now you're no longer trying to fight aging from the outside. You're supporting your body from within. Because in the end, your body is always listening. Every meal, every choice. It's either receiving what it needs, or slowly being deprived of it. And the most powerful part of all this, nothing here is extreme, no complicated routines, no unrealistic changes, just simple decisions, repeated daily, and over time, those decisions become visible in your skin, in your energy, in the way you carry yourself. So now I want to ask you something. Which of these foods are already part of your life? And which ones are you ready to start today? Leave your answer in the comments. Now here's where most people get stuck. How to actually add these foods into your daily routine. They hear all this. They understand it, but nothing changes. Not because they don't want to, but because it feels like too much at once. So let's simplify this, because the goal is not perfection. It's integration. You don't need to eat all 10 foods every single day. You just need to create patterns your body can rely on. Let's start with the easiest shift. Your morning? Instead of starting your day with something empty like just coffee or processed foods, add one simple anchor: warm water with lemon. This alone activates your system, provides vitamin C, and already supports collagen production from the very beginning of your day. Then, breakfast. This is where you can layer nutrients without effort. Eggs with a side of avocado, or berries added to yogurt or oatmeal. You're combining building blocks and protection in one simple meal. Now lunch. This is where most people default to convenience, but this is your opportunity to reinforce the system. Add leafy greens to whatever you're already eating, not as a replacement, as an addition. A simple salad, a handful of spinach, something that supports your body quietly in the background, and if possible, include tomatoes, especially cooked. You're now protecting your skin while your day is still unfolding. Midday or snack time. This is where small habits become powerful. A piece of dark chocolate, not as a cheat, but as a strategy. Something that feels good and still supports your skin at the same time. Dinner is where you can go deeper. Fatty fish, 2 or 3 times a week, not daily, not forced, just consistent. And on other days, simple meals with garlic, lightly cooked, not overdone. Supporting your body without overcomplicating your routine. And then there's something most people completely overlook. Rhythm. It's not just what you eat. It's how often you repeat it, because your body doesn't respond to intensity, it responds to consistency. Even bone broth, just a few times per week, can create a cumulative effect over time. And here's the most important part of all this. Don't try to change everything at once. Choose 2 or 3 of these habits. Start there, let your body adapt. Let it respond. Because once you start seeing small changes, your skin feeling different, your energy shifting, you won't need motivation anymore, you'll have feedback. And that changes everything. Because this stops being a routine and becomes a relationship between what you give your body and how it responds back to you. And once that connection is clear, you don't go back. And if this helped you see your health in a new way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Because sometimes looking younger isn't about changing your face. It's about finally giving your body what it's been asking for all along.